100 FM The Pike, Worcester's Rock Station, and Floyd at 8:37. Welcome back to the studio. Your Worcester Railers coach and GM, Jordan LaVallee-Smotherman, or as I like to call him, Jay Smoothie. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hsu. How are you?
Great. Literally running from the DCU Center, which is not far. Was it 2 blocks away?
I think it's like 2.5. It felt like 10 these days. It's been a while since I played, so it's starting to catch up.
You're in much better shape than I am. I would have run like 30 feet and been like, screw it, I'm just going to lay down and skip the interview.
You walk a lot in that disc golf game, yeah.
That's right.
You get out there. That's exercise.
That is that. Thank you very much for calling that exercise.
There you go.
I hope my wife is listening. Yeah, I took Smo out for a couple of rounds of disc golf this summer. That was a lot of fun. He is the kind of disc golf player I really hate, where it took one round for him to get a hang of it, and he drives like 400 yards. Because the guy's still in good shape, but that was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we got a chance to get out and do that. Some awesome courses, some beautiful days. It was a good time.
Let's get some of the players out there. Although maybe not now because it's the season. If they get hurt playing disc golf, which I doubt.
Has it happened? Do you have any injuries in your past?
All sorts of injuries. Okay. Yeah, but I'm pathetically out of shape. You know. Well, we've never had fights on the course, so maybe we can bring that in with some hockey players.
You never know what happens. They're very competitive.
Right,
It can happen.
Yeah. Well, opening night Saturday night at the DCU Center. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. They're going to have the big party, hopefully weather permitting, do the block party thing and everything like that. And I was looking over the schedule, and I see a teacher appreciation night. They have the really awesome Hockey Fights Cancer Night, which is a great night. You have this really great thing going on, the Election Day game. It's a daytime game.
Yeah, 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, and since kids are out of school, so it's an early game. You bring your I voted sticker. You get some deals for merch while you're there. And Star Wars night, of course. And then I see something new, a Harry Potter night, which is great. So where's the Star Trek night?
I knew where this was going.
Where's the Star Trek night?
I told you the last time you brought this up. I have no pull when it comes to these things.
Come on, you're the general manager.
But there are people above me. We've got an owner that I adore and love. Cliff is awesome. We've got Mike Myers, our COO. Mm-hmm. We've got Stephanie, our president. They make those decisions. I just try and make the hockey ones.
Well, I'm going to send an email immediately.
I'm sure they'll see it come through with plenty of exclamation marks.
Well, we were talking over the summer, and you mentioned a player you were very excited about. You actually called him a tough guy, something that you thought. I remember when you first took over, you said you want this team to be a little more aggressive. Now, who's this guy coming in this season?
So this would be Jake Schultz.
Okay.
And definitely the idea of bringing him in was to bring some toughness in. But where we are very fortunate with Jake is he's going to be able to contribute a lot in the playing side as well. He's a big, steady, stay-at-home defenseman. He's got the biggest hands I think I've ever seen. But he's also an awesome guy. He's a family man. He took 2 years off of kind of pursuing his hockey goals to make sure that he took care of his wife and their little baby, to make sure that they're taken care of first. And we absolutely love that in our organization to see something like that. But no, he's an awesome guy. He's tough as nails. He said it last night at our member event. He will not hesitate to stand up for one of his teammates at any second. So. And
so he's a veteran presence.
Yeah. He's I think he's going into his 4th or 5th year of pro hockey. He's been around. He's been an asset to the locker room for sure, and we're really looking forward to having him out there. And his presence on the ice is felt.
Is this someone who could? I'm not saying fill his shoes because nobody can, but like kind of taking over for Bobby Butler. In a kind of a leadership role.
Yeah, we tried to actually bring in a couple guys this year, knowing that we have a void in our captaincy position that we knew could help out with our locker room and keep it on track with the message that we want to deliver, as well as keep the guys focused on what the real important message and goal of the year is, which is winning hockey games, getting to the playoffs, and bringing a cup to Worcester.
Do you feel any extra pressure? I mean, there's always pressure, of course, yeah. But do you feel any extra pressure because of last year's historic start? I mean, literally, it made the history books.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously pressure to repeat a start like that. I think it had taken 20 years for that to happen last year. So, no, our expectations are that we're going to win a lot of hockey games, and we're going to do it gradually over the course of the season, as opposed to kind of throwing it all out there at the beginning and having it trail off.
Pace yourself.
Yeah, we're going to pace ourselves. Exactly.
Pace yourself, yeah. Awesome. So, Jordan LaVallee-Smotherman, Railers coach and GM, is our guest. And so we're doing this thing today called Shoulda Coulda. We do it every Wednesday. So we get people call in songs they love that they thought shoulda coulda been a hit. Do you have a song?
Oh, you put me on the spot here now. I'm kind of a listen to the hits kind of guy.
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay.
Shoulda coulda been a hit.
Like a song from anybody, anything.
Anybody, you're really throwing me at it here after all the meetings I had this morning and everything. My brain is not functioning.
Can we talk about the meetings, or is that for later on?
No, that's fine. I mean,
it was a tough morning.
This week in general, it is equal parts exciting as it is tough. And I think my assistant coach and I did a really good job of recruiting this year. We had a lot of really hard decisions to make. So in the last 2 days, we've had to let I think it's 11 players out of training camp go. And it's the least favorite part of my job.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It really is. And on top of that, the guys made it very hard this year. There are 3 or 4 guys that will not be with us to start this season that absolutely earned their jobs.
Okay.
Yeah, music. Can't really think about it right now.
This
is the end of
you got that.
This is the end of my craziest week of the year.
Don't worry.
I'll shoot you a text in an hour or so. I'll have one for you.
Or let me know next Wednesday.
Sounds good.
Let me know next Wednesday. And then also, I had a suggestion on the text line yesterday. It involves the pie eating contest. I know I always ask, can I get in this isn't about that. This isn't about me.
I don't think that we've had a conversation on air or even playing disc golf that has not involved the pie eating contest. So I'm always ready for this question.
I'm 0-2. It's a sore subject. But, and I blame the refs. So this person on the text line said,
isn't the ref a giant dog that doesn't talk?
Listen, me and Trax, we had a hand gesture conversation. Okay. Things are cool. He's got the big gloves, anyway. They said we should switch it from pies to macaroni and cheese.
Ooh. Now, is that your suggestion? Because
No. It was a texter.
It was a texter? Okay.
But I just happen to agree with it wholeheartedly.
Just knowing that our owner and a big sponsor is very involved with Table Talk Pies.
Right.
They are a giant sponsor. I don't know if we have a mac and cheese sponsor.
Maybe we can get a mac and cheese pie from Table Talk.
If it's something I would eat. So
yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely dive into that. So,
yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. These are the important things about the Railers I want to get.
This is what I come here to talk about.
Exactly.
Hockey is second. I come here to get away from the office. This is great.
Right.
Yeah.
So Adirondack, the first up on opening night.
Yes, very
old friends,
familiar name, familiar foe. Obviously, they're the team that had we had the historic start. They had probably the hottest finish in the league last year, and they knocked us out of a playoff spot, climbing from way behind to catch us. And kudos to them and their coach. He did a wonderful job last year. They're going to be a good team this year. Nice. Based on the guys that they've gotten. Yeah. Our division in general is going to be very good this year. Looking at some of the players that American League teams have provided to their affiliates in our division, it's going to be a gauntlet to run through this year, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to make our players better. It's going to make the games more exciting, and I think it's going to be a really entertaining year for the Northeast Division.
I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be. I'm so psyched the Railers are back, and that's Saturday night at the DCU Center. Get there early. There's going to be the party. There's going to be special musical guests. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of special things going on. So go over there, support your Worcester Railers, Worcester. Get out there to the DCU Center Saturday night, and they can go to railershc.com, right, to get their tickets and any of the full schedule printed out now.
Twitter,
stick it up
Facebook,
on your wall.
Instagram, you can see it all on there. Yep.
Right on. All right, Jordan LaVallee-Smotherman, Railers coach and GM. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate. Can you play disc golf during the season?
Oh, I absolutely can.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No,
okay.
we'll get out again for sure. I need it. It'd be good therapy for me.
Yeah, so there you go. Take your mind off it for a couple hours.
Absolutely.
Watch how much I suck, and then just feel better about yourself.
Just watch the gap close slowly as I play more and more. Is that what you're worried about?
Swear to God. He's got these giant arms. He can throw a disc like 500 yards, like right off. Am I doing this right?
It's good. It's good coaching. That's all it is. There's some strength involved, but it's been the coaching I've gotten from you and the group. So.
Me and my stone disc golf buddies. Right, yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for coming in, Jordan.
Thanks,
Appreciate it. We'll see you on Saturday night at the DCU Center.
Worcester Railers Hockey.